Well, hey there, Spirit of Success friends. Welcome to Shining Moments. This is an opportunity for you to hear from some of my favorite direct sales friends as to what they do in their businesses that make them shine. And I know that you'll enjoy hearing from them and learning of their ideas too. So today, I'm talking with my friend Jessica Touchette. Jessica's from Rhinelander, Wisconsin, and she's with Better Way Designs. So Jessica, welcome, and tell us a little bit more about Better Way and what makes Better Way Designs so special.
Yeah, so I've been with Better Way Designs for 3 years. We are a marketplace for fair trade businesses that we specifically work with companies that choose to hire women out of the sex trade or hire women who are at risk of being trafficked, and our partners employ them. These women are oftentimes considered unhireable. They don't have any kind of education. They don't have job skills. But what these companies do is they take these women on and they provide for them a holistic healing environment. They teach them job skills. They provide counseling. They provide childcare, healthcare, education. And then they also, not on top of that, as providing this environment, is they train them up to be survivor leaders oftentimes as well. And so what we do is we help to support these companies we partner with by selling their beautiful products. And we have so many things. We have jewelry, we have bags, we have home decor, we have blankets, we have coffee, we have mugs. We have a huge variety because of how many different partners we have. We actually partner currently with 20 different businesses in 10 different countries. And so even like this kimono that I'm wearing here is one of our things as well. Oh goodness. So we, and the thing that's kind of unique is we measure our party's success, not necessarily just by sales and what our hosts can provide, but by the amount of impact that it can provide in providing future employment for those women. Because once a product sells, we're going to go back to that supplier and we're going to purchase more product. And so by someone purchasing something, it creates future employment. And it's a tangible way for people to see how their purchases are making an impact and providing dignified employment.
Thank you, Jessica. Better Way Designs truly is very special. And thank you for explaining the impact that even making purchases, with Better Way has in that market.
Mm-hmm.
So thank you for that. Jessica, I know that you have done a great job, not just because of this COVID year, but even prior to that with really expanding your business in the virtual arena. So especially with regard to networking, how have you expanded your business and how do you shine, in being able to expand your business and specifically networking for new contacts and do it virtually?
Right. So one of the things that I started doing because of COVID transitioning to online, but I'm really busy. I have 4 young kids at home, 5 and under. My youngest is just 3 months old. I'm also working as a pharmacist 1 day a week. So I needed to make sure to be able to do as much as I could with as little amount of time as possible. And also, since we do measure based on impact, I wanted to do something where I did work with multiple hosts in one party group. So I use one party platform, but I have anywhere from 4 to 8 hosts that I partner with every single week who are hosting their own individual parties, but I'm posting, product posts and I'm posting informational things. I'm doing one live presentation for those 4 to 8 hosts at a time. So I get to work with, every week I'm introducing this company to, over 50 new people every single week, which works really awesome for increasing that network. And then also behind the scenes, what I do is I do over Facebook Messenger right now, because I do all Facebook parties right now. I do a virtual host huddle with my hosts where I'm providing them feedback and step-by-step where I help them to learn how to network with their connections to be able to make it more personal, because that's one thing that's kind of a struggle with those virtual parties, is that sometimes they don't feel personal. But what I found is our hosts are key to making that possible. And so I help them to make sure that to help them to have as impactful of a party as they possibly can.
Thank you, Jessica, for being so specific and realizing, yes, we partner, with our hosts and with our hostesses, and you are making the best use, really maximizing that hosting partnership to expand the network, not just for their party, but really it helps you to expand your, contact network. Mm-hmm. And again, you're doing everything virtually.
Mhm.
So thank you for that. Speaking of virtual, I know that is exactly how you're getting new bookings. So what do you do to expand your bookings and do so virtually?
Yeah, I try to go a couple different ways during my parties to glean bookings, but also so I give incentives to my hosts for being able to get bookings before I do my live presentation. So what I offer to them on for my business, I say, hey, if you get 2 people to book off your party before my live presentation, which is probably about 4 days after the party officially starts, then I say I'll pay for the shipping on your order. So I'm guaranteeing at least 2 parties in the future, and I'm paying that whatever that cost of shipping is for my host. And then I also watch my parties, and I watch to see who's actively engaged, who's posting on things, who's commenting on things, who really loves the products. And then also when they place an order, I send them a message and I thank them for their order. And then if when they respond to me, I also say, would you be open to hosting a party? And then I, give a time period whenever I'm booking into next. Um, and then the other thing is that I also, when I do my live presentations, if I'm not where I'm at for my goal for bookings for parties, and even, beyond that, is during my live presentation, I also petition for people to partner with me as hosts on and that platform as well. Because, during that time is when people are going to be the most excited, and those people who are tuned into that live presentation, you have an engaged audience. So they're having fun. You say, hey, I want to partner with you, and I still am looking for 2 more people to book. Can I get 2 more people to book before I'm done with my live presentation? And oftentimes I will glean, 1 to 3 bookings from that live presentation as well.
Oh, Jessica, thank you. I love how you share your goal. I mean, in essence, you're telling people right there during the virtual time, or even during your live presentation time. So, you can do it, and I know you do during your live time, that you let people know, hey, I've got a goal and I'm looking for 2 more people and I'd love to partner. And
Right.
besides which, they know they're going to get some beautiful product as part of the host benefits. So,
Mhm.
it's certainly a win-win, but I love the reminder not to be afraid to mention that,
Yeah.
not to be afraid to let them know that, hey, you've got a goal, plus they're going to have kind of a win-win, not kind of, but a definite win-win with the host benefits. And you're not shy about letting them know that. So thank you for that, Jessica. I also know you're doing an amazing job growing your team through recruiting. And
Mhm.
of course, everything you're doing is virtual. You're doing Facebook parties and you're doing everything virtually. And again, not just because of COVID, but because it's the best way for you to juggle your young and busy family and your full-time career and do a full-time, direct sales business. So you're also, recruiting virtually. So what are some of your strategies for recruiting, for introducing people to the career opportunity?
Yeah. So the first half of my online presentation, my live presentation that I do, I actually partner. My husband is also a freedom fighter, and we actually kind of do more like a talk show, I guess you would, where we're kind of talking with each other. But before the live presentation, I do a slide where I ask people to ask questions about my personal business, and I give a reward where I'm gonna raffle and draw a prize for those who are interacting with those posts. But what I do is I just take that first half of my presentation and I go through and I answer those people's questions. And then along with that, I talk about all the things that I love about my job as a freedom fighter, and all the things that I love about Better Way and why Better Way is the company to join. And then the other thing that I do is I ask my hosts if they're open to learning about my business. And then I also do opportunity calls periodically as well, where I am just, I'm having one tonight actually, where I go on and I talk about all the things that I love about Better Way Designs, and kind of talk a little bit about the ins and the outs for people who have any questions about the business as well.
Thank you, Jessica. I love how you encourage and remind us that always talk to the host. Make sure that we're talking with our hosts and our hostesses, because they are invested in this business to a greater degree than your average customer, because
Mhm.
they're hosting, that party. And so obviously that's a great person to say, hey, have you ever thought about this? Have you ever considered this? So talking with them, and if not them, then getting those referrals from them. And then thank you also, Jessica, that you're always prepared to make sure that when people have questions, you're jumping on an opportunity call or a Zoom, opportunity with them to tell them a little bit more about your company and some of the ins and outs, some of the details, so that then they have the information. from which they can then make a decision themselves. So thank you for being proactive in that and reminding us to do that as well. So thanks so much, Jessica, for sharing so generously. The whole time the baby was right by your side napping. So we're so glad the baby got to nap while you were sharing. We appreciate that so much. Jessica, if others would like to know more about Better Way Designs products, how can they get a hold of you?
Yeah, I mean, one thing would just be, trying to find me on Facebook and sending me a messenger message. That'd be an easy way to kind of personally reach out to me. Otherwise, I also have a VIP group, which is facebook.com/group/VIP for freedom. And you can type that in and you can find that. I also have a website that people can shop off of as well. I'm not certain the best way to be able to share that as well. But yeah, there's lots of ways that people can reach out to me if they want to know more about our products that we have. As you can see, we have a whole bunch of stuff here. A lot of it's made out of recycled and upcycled products as well.
That is great, Jessica. Thank you for sharing that. The beautiful pictures or beautiful items behind you and make for a lovely picture for everyone to see and learn a little bit more about Better Way Designs. Thank you for sharing so generously and for that sweet little baby who was napping there right by your side the whole time. I'll tell you, it's the busy moms who make this kind of business really tick. Jessica, thank you so much. And for those of you listening, this has been another shining moment. We so appreciate your being with us and watch for more to come your way. Thanks. Bye-bye.